I am going to do a world record of 1,000 men in 24 hours.
Imagine being 351st in line.
From 1 p.m. till 1 a.m. you're going to be on your back, bent over, doing all this crazy
I'm going to do
stuff.
different positions.
Bonnie is known for sleeping with, quote, barely legal men and filming the content for OnlyFans.
You have a very specific niche, don't you?
Yeah, barely legal, 18-year-olds.
Oh, and husbands too. Husbands and sons together.
Have you slept with a father and son at the same time?
Yes, yeah. I think that's brilliant. Take me from both ends.
Do you think it's okay that men cheat on their wives with you?
100%. Because women are lazy.
This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men less than 12 hours ago. I told you girls, taking fluids for moisturizer was good for your skin.
Well, I can tell you confidently that that will not be a new addition to my skincare routine. Thank you.
I'm hosting an event and I want to give you a ticket so you can skip the queue, get straight inside, and then straight inside me.
We're back, and much sooner than I thought. Not too long ago at all, I talked about Lily Phillips, an OnlyFans creator who slept with 100 men in just one day.
I'm Lily Phillips, and today I'm getting ran through by 100 guys.
Lily offered to show me the aftermath of their stunt.
I mean, it stinks.
What does it smell
like? Like brace yourself.
Oh, holy
I guess it...
The things people do for money and attention baffles me, but there's a limit though. There's a limit.
What's something you would never do on camera no matter how much you were paid?
Toilet.
What do you think most people would be most surprised to know about you?
That I have a limit.
Do you?
Of the
I'm
toilet.
surprised.
The toilet.
I'm surprised.
No matter how much money I was paid, I'd never do that.
Really though?
Yeah, really.
Like, really?
No,
Everyone...
because that's out there forever.
You'd sleep with 100 men though, in one day. And this is where you draw the line. I say this in the most respectful, loving way possible. You need Jesus, and some therapy would probably be helpful too, for both you and Bonnie. Someone had commented on my previous video that it's embarrassing that I'm talking about this subject because I'm a Christian virgin, therefore I know nothing about sex. This video's for you. No, but seriously, I'm not 5 years old. I know what sex is just because I'm a virgin and haven't had it, and I'm saving that special thing for a special someone doesn't mean I don't know what it is. Be so for real. Now, speaking of Bonnie Blue, she's another OnlyFans creator who I also brought up in the Lily Phillips video, and she's actually friends with Lily.
Okay, so we're about to ask for our biggest group yet, aren't we?
We want to see how many boys we can at the same time.
We either want a massive train or we want to be covered head to toe in you know what.
Want to see how many guys we can take at once?
Yeah.
All of them. I've literally known since I was 6.
We want to do the group, then you can go afterwards. Or why don't you come with the big group?
I'm shy. I'm a virgin.
You're not a virgin.
I am.
You're
I
not.
am, I promise.
You're not a virgin.
You'll be able to tell. Trust me.
Okay, we're going to do just him, and then we want to do all of you together. Yeah? Okay, we're going to do this one, and then we want all of you. Okay, so this one pretended he was a virgin so he could skip the queue.
Disgusting
But
behaviour.
yeah.
It worked though.
I'm glad he did. Are you actually a virgin?
No.
Well, especially not after that. Jesus Christ.
Okay, the first thing he asked for was a lick around the, you know what, so. Did you have fun?
I loved it.
What are you rating us at?
Yeah.
11.
We've not had 11, have
No, we haven't. Are we as loose as people say?
Yeah.
I've not heard anything bad about his English.
Yeah, perfect.
Why are we so comfortable posting content like this on the internet? Like, some things just should not be out there, you know?
Bonnie has got countless guys lined up, ready to us. Oh. How many shoes are you guys counting? Wait. Whoa, these are all the guys. There's more in there as well.
It's not a classy look, girls. Bonnie is known for sleeping with, quote, barely legal men and filming the content for OnlyFans. She goes around and proudly says,
You have a very specific niche, don't you?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So, barely legal, 18-year-olds.
straight out of school. There's so much wrong with that. I've talked about it in my previous video. I'll link it down below in case you're interested in hearing my thoughts and opinions. Sure, 18-year-olds are considered adults, but you are freshly adult, okay? Your frontal lobe is not developed at 18. When I was 18, I considered myself a baby. Like, I got into my very first serious relationship. I was still learning things about myself. You can legally drink here in Canada, but you can't even legally drink alcohol at 18 years old in the States. It's predatory behavior, if you ask me. Oh, and husbands too. Proudly flaunts that she sleeps with husbands.
Hey boys,
and husbands, if you've got a spare 2 minutes today or 5 minutes, or depending on how long you last, sneak away from your wife and come and meet me near 73 New Cavendish Street, because I am heading there now and I'm going to be there from 1 p.m. till 1 a.m.
It's disgusting. And if you're one of those husbands, I hope your wife finds out and leaves you. Husbands and sons. Together.
Have you slept with a father and son at the same time?
Yes, yeah. I think that's brilliant. Like, to have that much of a good relationship with your son, or, you know, for the son to have that much of a good connection with their dad, I think it's fantastic. Too many people, especially 18-year-olds, I know when I was at school, would argue with their dads or wouldn't have a good relationship with them. I think to have that much of a good relationship that you can come with your dad to sleep with me is fantastic.
I think the father needs his head kicked in for that.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I know you think that, but I think that is one of the most outrageous things I've ever heard.
The dad is just a guy himself, and if he wants to be pleasured and have fun in the bedroom, he deserves that as well. So
with his son.
Yeah.
Her behavior is just so embarrassing. I'll give you a few examples.
Would you bonk me?
Yeah, if you ask politely.
Okay, what about if I get on my knees?
Yeah.
Would you want to put your dick in my mouth?
Most likely, yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, I'll ask again.
Also, this man.
If you ask me politely.
I'm asking,
Disgusting.
Polite enough.
please, daddy.
Both of y'all should be embarrassed. In public, too. This is why I'm single. I know it's not all you men out there, but when I see stuff like this, it's so off-putting. All the good men out there, shout out to y'all, because there's not very many of you anymore, it feels like.
So I've gone from sleeping with barely legal 18-year-olds, and next up is Australian border control.
Bold enough to show y'all's faces. That's crazy. That's wild. I saw that there was this one situation where she approached a worker at Five Guys who was actually a Christian man. So he's one of the homies. But it was so embarrassing. Let's just watch it together.
I just wondered, I can't see it on the menu, but where do I get the Five Guys from? The Five Guys. I didn't know if there was like a special room or you can take me out back.
No, I don't think that's happening.
What about after your shift? I mean, I'd want to give you, a good rating.
I'm a Christian man and I'm saving myself to marriage.
Yeah. We love to see it.
I'm asking for what's on the menu, that's all.
Genuinely, I feel like I'm doing it right now. I can hand you a menu if you want.
Are you on it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a shame.
Imagine throwing yourself at people like this. Have some self-respect, please. Is this not harassment? Like, if a man was doing this to a woman, people would be livid. Her behavior is truly embarrassing, but it gets worse. She claims that she has slept with 1,057 men in just 12 hours. The goal was 1,000, to be fair, but Bonnie's PR team told The Sun she slept with 1,057 men because when she hit 1,000, there was still 57 men in the queue who wanted to pleasure Bonnie before the 12-hour day ended. Y'all, 1,057 people in 12 hours, that's 720 minutes, meaning an average of like 41 seconds per person, under a minute per person. It's honestly hard to believe and just beyond ridiculous. Obviously, I'm not gonna shame you for your body count. That is up to you. It's your body, your choice, even though I personally believe in saving that special thing for marriage. But when it gets ridiculous, like these type of numbers, I thought Lily was absolutely insane for doing 100 men in a day, which is insane. Like, when is it gonna stop? Because we're reaching these insane numbers now. What is it gonna be, 2,000, 3,000? We're just gonna be numb to those numbers now?
I don't know about anyone else, but I'm just exhausted listening to this. It's not even a shock factor anymore. Is anyone shocked? Is anyone surprised?
When it gets to the point of being unhealthy for your mind and body, that's when it's a problem, and younger people are looking at this behavior. So this all happened on the 11th of this month, so very recent. She hosted an event. She literally called this an event to sleep with over 1,000 men.
I'm the girl that lets men queue for hours, but on the 11th of January, I'm hosting an event and I want to give you a ticket so you can skip the queue, get straight inside, and then straight inside me.
We don't claim her. Us women, we don't claim her.
In just 12 hours, I'm going to be 2 minutes away from 73 New Cavendish Street, London. So if it's been a while since you've been inside a 25-year-old, then come along.
Sorry. Inner demons are coming out. So disgusting promoting yourself like this. Let's take a look at the clips she has posted after this event.
Okay, 500, check. Oh, and if you see they look a bit wet, it's fluids. 600, done. 800, done. 900, done.
The big 1000 was well and completely done.
Look at her eyes. She just looks so dead inside. She looks obviously exhausted.
What hurts more, your mouth or your...
Yeah, probably down there a little bit.
You've had 1,000 men's inside of you today.
Yeah, but it's not like, I don't need a wheelchair, like I am fine. Just feels like I've had a heavy day in the bedroom, which is exactly what I've had, but it's been fun.
But any messages to the people that joined today that you want to say hi?
Just thank you, like honestly, thank you so much, because if it wasn't for you turning up, putting your inside of me, like I wouldn't have any of this whatsoever, like, and it really has changed my life, and hopefully I can continue pleasuring you.
Let's get a round of applause in the room, people. There we go.
Round of applause for what? For behavior? What are we celebrating right now?
Okay, so I wanted to update you on what my body looks like after taking over 1,000 men. My eyes, not that red, and people did not have the best of aims. I was expecting them to be maybe even swollen or very red today, but they're not. My wrists really ache, and my legs, on the other hand, they're the ones that I've probably taken the, I don't know, most physical battering, because they are very bruised and very sore today. But as a whole, it's no difference doing a marathon. This is the face of a girl that's taken over 1,000 men, and it's already for round 2.
No, we do not need round 2. We don't need any more of this madness, please. And actually, Lily Phillips planned to do the exact same thing this year.
Well, I'm gonna do 1,000 next.
But can you understand like how silly that sounds?
I just think it would be a laugh.
Saw a ton of videos on her TikTok page promoting this.
So you might know me as the girl who's been with 101 guys in a day. Now I'm currently in training to do 1,000 guys in a day. I'm trying to be the first person to be with 1,000 guys in 24 hours.
Even after being in tears after sleeping with the 100 men.
Just one in, one out, like it feels intense.
Like more intense than you thought it might.
Definitely.
Sorry. It's okay. Just take
yeah, 1 minute.
And I guess she plans to do this in a couple days on the 20th.
What are you doing on the 20th of January? Because that is when I'm having my next meet and greet, and I want you to be there.
But yeah, Bonnie beat her to it. What's sad is these women willingly do what sex trafficking victims are forced to do. It's a shame to say the least, and it shows just how backwards our world has become. And can we talk about the men in this situation? How disgusting these 1,000 men are for waiting in line to do this? 1,057 men voluntarily waited in line to sleep with this one woman, this one OnlyFans creator, to get with her for an incredibly short period of time, and to watch other men get with Bonnie just before they're about to. Waiting in line like an amusement park, all waited in line to ride Bonnie. Step right up, 1 minute to ride Bonnie. Like, be so for real, men. We need to do better. Have some dignity, have some self-respect, please. Like, how are you not embarrassed by this behavior? Standing in line, 840 people to finish. Like, are you so serious? I would know who y'all are so that I never encounter you. I'm sure your parents are real proud of y'all. You're gonna set a great example for your sons one day.
You're gonna film your feet basically just for social media, nothing else.
Imagine being 351st in line. 100 of other guys have been with this woman before you. And you're not disgusted by that at all. I don't understand. Imagine finding out that the person you're with, the person you're dating, did this in the past. That is an extremely valid ick. Like, you would be gone immediately. The room was full, and guys came to Bonnie in groups of 5, just one after the other, slept with her for like 40 seconds. She said one person would watch while she's with somebody, and then they would continue on like that, just circulating through all these men. Like, how pathetic can you be? You're that desperate. That desperate. Both parties are disgusting in this situation, honestly. I don't want to sound like super harsh, but it is disgusting. It's also sad at the same time because both parties do not respect themselves. There needs to be some practice of self-love here. This is so awful for both your body and your mind. Why would you put yourself through that? For money? For attention? For views on the internet? Validation? Lily, in the interview she did after sleeping with 100 men, when she was in tears, She said she was in tears because she felt like she couldn't show up for these men like she wanted to. She wasn't pleasing them all to the ability that she wanted to, and she wanted to give them all more time and a good time.
I guess the interactions when like I'd have to stop them early and like you'd have to stand on business and be like, I'm so sorry, you got to go, and like the awkward interaction of like you feeling pressure to have to make them come if like you haven't spent enough time with them and feeling like you didn't give them a good time because like they only got 2 minutes.
That's what's making you feel emotional, is that maybe you think you didn't give some guys a good enough time today?
Yeah, and it's hard, I think, having the interactions with them when they're like, what, you're not going to make me finish? I've come all this way.
Which just goes to show that these women are seeking male validation. Now, they are doing this voluntarily, obviously. So a lot of people don't have sympathy in this situation because, well, they're doing this voluntarily. No one's holding a gun to their head. It just goes to show that not everyone should have free will. I just personally get upset seeing other women throw away their self-respect. We are not put on this planet to please men. We are not toys. Generations of women have been fighting for women to be looked at as equals, to be looked at as human. Then we have women like this. People like Bonnie coming in and telling other women that they're lazy for not pleasing their man.
Do you think it's okay that men cheat on their wives with you?
100%.
Why?
Because women are lazy.
Now, Bonnie seems just fine after all this. Could be a front. Who knows? You know, eyes don't lie. She openly described the logistics of being with 1,000 men and claimed it improved her glowing skin after allegedly setting the record.
This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men less than 12 hours ago. I told you girls, taking fluids for moisturizer was good for your skin.
Well, I can tell you confidently that that will not be a new addition to my skincare routine. Thank you. To waste your youthful years on this absurd, incredibly unhealthy behavior is just unfortunate. And you may be thinking, well, not a complete waste. She's getting her coin. If you're thinking that way, you're kind of part of the problem. Part of the sick society that thinks that this is empowering. High body counts are normal, which leads to other virgins out there, maybe someone who's only slept with 1 or 2, feeling embarrassed by that. Like, there's so many people I've seen out there that are embarrassed that they've never kissed somebody, they've never slept with somebody. That's nothing to be embarrassed about. Whether you're Christian or not, God has a plan for you. Your time will come, and you should not race to do these things just because you feel pressured to do it. It won't feel as special. Degrading ourselves just to add some zeros to our bank account, it's not worth it, no matter what. That's how I feel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. You know I always love to hear them. Let's discuss this down below, shall we? I love y'all so much. Please respect yourselves. Show yourself a bunch of self-love and respect today and every day. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!